What is going on, everybody? Expect Greatness here, and this is the next episode of Detroit Pistons Association, and we're actually going to start this off with a quick trade. I decided to trade Jose Calderon to the Memphis Grizzlies for Tayshaun Prince. Kind of ironic because he used to be on our team, but in real life he got traded to the Grizzlies, so I traded back for him, basically for who we got in the trade from the Raptors. And another trade I decided to pull the trigger on was Corey Maggette for Ryan Anderson and a swap of second-round picks. So those are what we did. I didn't like Corey Maggette at the small forward position, and I also wanted to trade Jose Calderon so we could put Brandon Knight as our starting point guard, as you see there, as we battle the Bucks tonight at home in Detroit. And yeah, so those are a couple of trades we made, and I also wanted to talk about it. Up to this point, I've showed every game in the season because I'm just doing the 14-game seasons settings and the association mode in NBA 2K. So there's only 14 games a season, but I think what I'm going to do is just play out the rest of the season, and if there's any really close games or any really good games that I want to show you guys, I'll show them. Because I don't want this series to drag on. I want to try to get through seasons and stuff and really have like a storyline and, you know, a bunch of moves and stuff to update you guys on. And another thing is look at that alley-oop, Tayshaun Prince. Sorry, I interrupted myself, but that was a sweet pass from Brandon Knight. Anyways, I want to, in these episodes, I don't want to just talk about the game that's going on that you're watching, because you can see that, you know what I mean? But I do want to talk about, you know, sort of plans and stuff for the team, the actual team, like what I want to do. Another alley-oop there. That was Stuckey to Max Seal. That was a beauty right over Ersan Ilyasova. Get posterized, man. But, yeah, I want to talk about the roster moves and just sort of the plans. Because right now we're really building around Greg Monroe. That's the main guy who's going to be our star player, and Andre Drummond has been playing nice for us too. I'm planning to keep him around definitely at the center position, so he should be good as far as starting bigs. But the main thing that I also want to focus on is I think what I'm going to end up doing is upgrading at one of the guard positions, whether it's Brandon Knight or Rodney Stuckey eventually. It might not be this year, but I feel like if we have our two bigs that we have, Greg Monroe, Andre Drummond, and then we have a guard who's almost at that level of like Greg Monroe, or what Greg Monroe is going to be, which is what I hope to be like a 25-point-a-night guy with 8 or 9 boards, maybe even 25-10 guy. That's what I expect out of him, and I'm pretty sure that we can get that out of him, that kind of production, and I think he can be that player. But if we can get that out of him, I want a guy at the 2 guard or 1 guard who's almost at that level, you know what I mean? So I might end up swapping or getting rid of Brandon Knight and or Rodney Stuckey, but that probably won't be for a year or two, a season or two in this series. Like I said, I like Andre Drummond, and the main position that we need to focus on in the draft and or in free agency is definitely small forward. I like Tayshaun Prince, but I feel like at this point in his career, he's better served as a role player and not a starter. And I think that if we can get a athletic guy who could score and play defense at the small forward position, a little bit of upgrade at the 1 or 2 guard, and maybe a few role players this offseason, then we can really be in the playoffs in the next few years and maybe try to compete for a championship, which is obviously the goal, is rebuilding this franchise and getting them back to a championship caliber level to now compete with the Miami Heat in the Eastern Conference, and yeah, that'll be interesting. See if we can do that in the next couple of years. So yeah, like I said, those are really my plans for the next few years. That's kind of what I'm going. I want to know what you guys think if you've been following the series. If there's any roster moves you think I should do. Nice and one there by Greg Monroe. He's already got 18 and 7 in the third quarter. And like I said, like he's been really productive for us this year, and he's had a really good season so far, and I feel like we can build around him, and I feel like he can be a star, you know what I mean, one of the top 10 players in the league in the next few years, at least in this game, not in real life. All this that I'm talking about is virtual, obviously, but yeah, if we can do that, I believe that we can compete for a championship. But I also want to have your guys' feedback, and I want to know if you guys have any certain players that you'd like to see on the team, or any guys that you don't want to see on the team that are currently on the team. Nice turnaround by Stuckey, man. Stuckey is giving me every reason to keep him on this team. He didn't score a lot of points this game, but he passed the ball really well, and he made a couple tough shots. And I don't know. Another thing that I could use is we could use the 2-guard position as a guy who can play really good defense, because there are a lot of good guards in this league, point guards and shooting guards, especially in the Eastern Conference. You know, guys like Derrick Rose, Darren Williams, Joe Johnson, people that we need to, Dwayne Wade, that we really could have a guy on defense that can defend them. Brandon Knight's pretty decent on defense. Rodney Stuckey, he's not the best. At least I'm not the best at on-ball defense with him. But those are really my plans for that. But it's really getting tight here into the fourth quarter. As you can see, we're down by 1. And I believe right here, Tayshaun Prince makes a very, very nice play on the ball. He gets a block on Ersan Ilyasova, and then he takes the ball up court and slams it home with the and one. That was an athletic play there by Tayshaun Prince. And, whoa, did you just see Brandon Knight cross Brandon Jennings over? Let's see that in slow motion. Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness. That was pretty nice there. Tayshaun Prince now gets blocked this time, but Monroe gets it in. But anyways, that crossover by Brandon Knight, man. Somebody should change Brandon Jennings' Wikipedia page like they've been doing this year to DeAndre Jordan, Brandon Knight, and Jason Terry when he got dunked by LeBron James a few nights ago. And a nice feed inside there by Stuckey to Monroe. Like I said, Stuckey's passed the ball really well today, or in this game at least. And I don't know, I'm going to have a hard time getting rid of him, but I think if we can get a defensive guy at that 2-guard spot, that would probably be best. And like I said, the main position that I feel like we need to upgrade is definitely small forward. And we're set on bigs. I really do believe in Greg Monroe as the guy. Let me know what you guys think, though. And if there's anything I'm missing for a championship team, I feel like we could do it with those roster moves that I previously stated. And yeah, by the way, I also wanted to mention just at the end of here, even though a lot of people that watch my normal videos probably aren't going to watch this since I do a lot of Call of Duty and stuff, but sorry it's been a while since I uploaded. I had to like work every day last weekend, and it's kind of been a busy week and stuff. But I do have videos made for this weekend, and I'm also going to PAX, so should probably get some stuff done there. But this game is winding down. As you can see, we pretty much have it in the bag after a couple of fouls, and Brandon Knight hits the free throw there. We're up by 5 with 3 seconds left, and Ellis just shoots a prayer, and even if it went in, they wouldn't have won. So hope you did enjoy the game, and I hope you enjoyed the commentary as well. And also let me know what you think about those roster moves in the comments, please, because I really want you guys to get involved with the series. You know, I think it'll be cool if it's more interactive, and yeah, that's kind of the way I see it going from this point forward. But anyways, a few players had huge games. Greg Monroe is going to end up being player of the game, as you'll see here in just a second. He had a great game. I believe he had 31 points and 13 rebounds, as you can see there, a block. Brandon Knight had 22 points and 6 rebounds. And Tayshaun Prince had 13 points in his first game back as a Piston. And Jason Maxill, he's played well for us too. I really like Jason Maxill. He's a high-energy guy. And Drummond had a double-double, and Stuckey had 7 assists, 10 points. So good game all around from those guys. Not a lot more from the bench besides Maxill, though. Ellis had 25 points, and Brandon Jennings has a double-double, and as well as Samuel Dallenberg. And you can just see the stats on your screen. So yeah, I hope you did enjoy this, guys, and I'll see you next time. Peace.